Hello everyone, I am Ramon with Ramon at Home, and today I want to show you how to create your very own centerpiece by using old items you might have laying around home. I made this centerpiece by deconstructing a wreath. I already showed you how to make the glam wreath you all liked. If you want to see how I make this centerpiece, please stay tuned. Don't forget to like this video and share with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to Ramon at Home for future decorating ideas. Also, subscribe and hit that little bell button because November and December are going to be jam-packed with Christmas decor. Let's get started. Alright guys, to make this centerpiece we're gonna start with our materials, and what we'll need is this old wreath that I already show you how to make this glam snowy wreath, and I'm gonna put a link on the description box or the E on the top corner left so you can see how I made this wreath. But for this project we're gonna pretend like it's an old wreath and we're gonna deconstruct it to create a centerpiece for our table. We're gonna use this wreath and every element on it. We're gonna use a set of candlesticks that I got at my local Goodwill store. They were very inexpensive. I have a set of 3. We're gonna use a glue gun, some glue sticks, a pair of scissors to cut some ribbon, and a pair of wire cutters to cut some of the elements from this wreath, and a set of candles. So I'm gonna go ahead and take time to deconstruct this, and I'll be right back with you to show you the elements. Alright you guys, as you can see I have totally deconstructed this wreath, and I'm only going to need the outer layer for this project. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that wreath, I'm going to elongate it like this, then I'm going to place my candlestick starting with the tall one in the middle and then the 2 short ones at the very end, and I'm going to give it a stretch. Then to put it all together I'm just going to go ahead and tie some of these bristles together to make it more of a long shape versus a circular shape, and to make sure that it stays all together. And then also make sure you wrap around the candlesticks to secure them in place just by twisting those bristles around, and they will stay in shape. And then also make sure that when you do this, push all the way to the bottom, some of that glass will show that way. Alright, once this is done like this, make sure you cover all that center, but it really doesn't matter because we're going to cover so much of this. But I just want to show you how sometimes we have things in our basement or garage and we think that we're never going to use it again. Well, I'm going to show you how to give it new life just by repurposing some of the items. Alright, since we have this already into a centerpiece shape, what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start with my ribbon. So when I take my ribbon off my projects, I always tie it like this just to keep it in good shape. So I'm going to do what I did with that wreath is I'm gonna go ahead and pinch right here. I'm gonna give it a little bit of tail, and I'm gonna make sure that that sticks out. Then I'm gonna go ahead and tie with the bristles. Then we're gonna give it some give. Remember, that's very important. Then I'm gonna tie again. This is smaller shape, so I'm sure it's not gonna take all the ribbon that we had on that wreath. I'm going to give it another pinch right here. I'm going to cross it to this side. And make sure you give enough give because that's just going to give it that full shape to it. Then I'm going to cut right here and give him some tails. We'll dovetail later. Then I want to do that one more time in the opposite direction. Sometimes taking the ribbon off your wreath takes a long time, but if you do that you can save yourself some money because you don't have to buy it again. Just make sure you store it properly, and next year you can use it for different projects. So we're gonna go ahead and give it a little bit of tail, give it a little give, and I'm gonna go across right here. We're gonna make sure we cover some of that greenery, and then we're gonna give it one more give right here. And always remember always to fluff at the end. Pinch right here and then bring it across. This is going to be so pretty and on a budget, because who doesn't like to have pretty decorating on a budget? At this point I want to invite you guys to follow me on my social media. If you follow me on my social media, you know how much fun we've been having with all the Christmas projects that I've been working on. Setting up retail stores, working at customers' homes. There's just so much going on right now. So make sure you subscribe to my social media, and then also like I told you in my live video yesterday, we're gonna be doing so much Christmas this year that I need you to subscribe to my channel and turn that notification bell, because videos will not be just Thursdays throughout the Christmas season. I'm gonna try and do as much as I can, and I have so much to show you that I need you to follow me around and turn that notification bell so you are notified of all the videos I'll be posting. Alright, so once this is like this, make sure and you split them apart, give them a fluff, and don't forget to dovetail all those ends because that's what makes it look finished. And we'll do these two at once. And fluff, fluff, fluff. Because you want that finished look, and you want those tails to be just hanging out and flying away like that. And this is a little shorter. We're gonna go like that. Alright, so now that we have the base of our centerpiece, we're gonna start by gluing the biggest ornaments, and we want to make sure we see those. And these bigger ornaments always also serve as a filler. So I'm gonna go ahead and glue this guy right here. I have another one that I'm gonna do over here. Make sure you put glue generously into that so it stays. And I have one more right here. I want to thank you guys so much because there was a few of you that follow me on Instagram that posted pictures of this wreath, and that felt so good to me because I know that you guys like what I do. And when you replicate it, wow, I cannot believe some of the pictures you guys posted. It was amazing. Alright, let me go ahead and put some of these little ornaments. It really, like I said, means up a lot to me because sometimes I put a video up and I just don't know who's watching and if you guys are watching. So by the fact that some of you have recreated some of the looks, it means so much. I cannot tell you how much it means to me. And I really want to say thank you to all those people who have taken the time to post pictures on Instagram and on Facebook of the finished products. I appreciate you all. So once we put all these little ornaments, I actually went to the Dollar Tree and bought even smaller ornaments because I want this to be really full, because that's what will give her that Christmas feel to it. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a minute to place the rest of the ornaments, and I'll be right back to show you the progress and let you know what's next. Alright guys, so the next step is to add some of decorative elements that our wreath had, which are these little rosettes. They are glittered. I'm just going to go ahead and place those where you can see them on the outer edge of the centerpiece, because you want them to be your showstoppers, along with these snowflakes. And you want to make sure that you glue where you ripped off. That's where you want to put the glue so you don't see all of that where you pull from the wreath. So we'll make sure, go ahead and put enough of this glue on it, and just randomly place them throughout the arrangement to give it some interest. Like that one is up, this one's down. And what I want to do and mention is that when you put stuff on the ends of your bouquets, you want to make sure you repeat it so it has a cohesive feel to it. So I'm going to put this guy right here. You guys can see there's a star right here, there'll be a star right here, and then we'll put this last snowflake on the top to mimic that one over here. I'm gonna go ahead and stick that guy right there like that. Alright, make sure that one stays. And the last thing I'll add is this snowed or flocked branches that I found at the Dollar Tree. This project is going to be less than $30, including the candlesticks that I found at the Goodwill store for 99 cents each. Sometimes you just have to keep going to find some great deals. So this is just to give it a little bit of movement, and it's also worth repeating that you might want to mimic the motion of these picks right here. When you put in one corner, repeat it on the other opposite corner. I want to thank you all so much for all the likes and comments on my last video, those urns outside of our store. I really enjoy making that project, and I'm so glad you all did too. And I just want to mention, because a lot of you called me out on it, and I know Rebecca Rosen would not be proud of it, but sometimes when you do a retail job like that, the tags have to stay because, well, you have to sell it and you have to know the vendor. And I am proud to say that that project actually sold during our open house. But just so you know, when it's a project at home, I always take the tags off. But when it's a project on my job, most of the time the tag has to stay on because we have to sell it. And so I just wanted to mention that because I know a few of you called me out on the video, and I also appreciate your criticism because that's how I learn. But just so you all know, that's why, not because I was like. And also, believe it or not, that video was recorded in 13 minutes. Me and Carolyn really worked through it. In 13 minutes, we put the urn together. And the proof of it is a video that we put live on Facebook. You guys can see that. It was done in 13 minutes. Okay, so I have given this a little bit of movement with these snowy picks. I feel like it needs one more right here in the center. And then I'm gonna finish the other side, and I'm gonna show you the candles. I bought this. I have one more. Where should I put it? Where should I put it? I feel like it needs to go up here. All right, so let's take this guy right here like that. All right, so that's what's looking like. But I have these candles, and I also found this roll of fake rhinestones at one of my thrift stores, and I've been saving them. So what I want to do is I want to put some of these rhinestones on my candles. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a pin and I'm going to cut the top of it. Just make sure you know where the top is, because you don't want to pinch yourself with it. So what I'll do is I'm going to go ahead and put some of these rhinestones on this candle. Very easy. I'm gonna put that pin through this right here, because it's wax, it'll go right in, and then I'm going to swirl it around to give it a little bit of a glam feel. I don't want it to be too pulled together, so that's what I'm doing right here. And then I'm gonna finish it with another pin, and I want them to be on the same side. So I'm going to go ahead and cut another pin. I'm going to put it in like that. Then I'm going to put those candles on these candlesticks. Let me finish this and I'll show you what it looks like on my table. Alright guys, this is what it looks like all finished and on my table. I hope you like this idea. It was really easy, and only using Dollar Tree recycle items and under $30 you can also create this look. Let me know on the comment section below what you think, okay? What do you guys think? Wasn't that super easy, and with things that you already have laying around the house? If you guys want to see how I made the wreath to begin with, I'm gonna put a link on the comment section below. Also, leave me a comment. I want to hear what you have to say about this project. Is this something you guys would do at home? I want you guys to follow me on my social media, and those links are linked on the comment section below as well. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video and share with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe and turn the notification bell to Ramon at Home for future decorating ideas. Until then.